Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily English Dose. Today, we're going to reveal a groundbreaking secret on your language learning journey: learning English while you sleep. Yes, you heard that right. We'll explore how your brain can help you learn English even while you're resting at night. Imagine waking up a little better at English every morning without any extra effort. Sounds fascinating, doesn't it? In this video, we'll cover the scientific basis of sleep learning, what's truly possible, and how you can set up your own English sleep learning routine in the simplest and clearest way. If you're ready, let's begin our journey into the amazing world of learning English while you sleep. So, what does our brain do while we're asleep? The answer to this question will help us understand why sleep can be such a valuable time for learning. When we fall asleep, our brain never stops. In fact, it's quite busy. It organizes information, consolidates what we've learned during the day, and stores it in our memory. There are different stages of sleep. Two stages are particularly important for us. 1. Deep sleep. While your body is resting, your brain actively moves new information into your long-term memory. This is like saving important things you learned during the day into a secure storage area. 2. Light sleep. In this stage, your brain is a bit more open. It can still hear soft sounds around you, like quiet music or conversations. Even when you're sleeping, your brain can perceive simple sounds and messages. This is why some scientists believe that listening to a new language like English during sleep can help you. Even though your brain is relaxed, it can still pick up simple words and sound patterns. This isn't the same as studying while you're awake, but it can still help your memory grow stronger. Our brain is like a superhero that never stops working, even when we're sleeping. Now, let's get to the most important question. Is it really possible to learn English while you sleep? The answer is a bit complex, but I'll explain it simply. Scientific research shows that our brain can process information we've learned during the day while we sleep. This is called memory consolidation. It means our brain takes what we've learned while awake and transfers it into our long-term memory during sleep. Let me give you a simple example. Tom was a beginner in English and often forgot the words he had studied during the day. One day, he decided to try sleep learning. He recorded a short list of 20 vocabulary words, just the ones he wanted to remember most. Every night before bed, he played the audio softly in the background while falling asleep. After 2 weeks, Tom realized that some of those words started coming to his mind more easily, especially when hearing them in conversation. It didn't make him fluent, but it gave him an extra boost, and that little progress kept him motivated to keep going. However, there's an important point. You can't learn everything while you sleep. This doesn't mean you can listen to an English audiobook while sleeping and suddenly speak perfect English the next morning. Unfortunately, it's not a magic method. Still, don't worry. Even if we can't learn everything, there are some things we can learn more easily while we sleep. Vocabulary. If you listen to new words or phrases while you sleep, your brain can help store them in your memory. Repeating sound patterns makes it easier for words to stick. For example, when you hear a vocabulary list repeatedly, your brain starts processing the sound and meaning of that word into your subconscious. Listening skills and pronunciation. Your brain can still hear and recognize simple English sounds or conversations even while you sleep, which helps improve your understanding of the language. Our brain is very good at remembering patterns. So, if you listen to English in a calm and repetitive way, your brain might start to recognize the patterns in the language. It's like hearing a song you love over and over. At first, you don't know the words, but after a while, you start to recognize them. Similarly, by repeatedly hearing correct pronunciations, your brain gets used to the natural rhythm and intonation of the language, indirectly supporting your speaking ability. However, active learning methods, such as speaking or grammar study, should be done while you're awake and focused. You can't expect to become fluent just by listening to English while you sleep. But using sleep as a tool to support your learning can make a big difference. In summary, is it possible to learn English while you sleep? Yes, in a way. It's not magic, but it's a useful tool to strengthen what you already know and to acquire new vocabulary and listening skills. So, how do you harness this hidden power? Here are some easy steps to help you start learning English in your sleep. 1. Choose the right material. What you listen to is crucial. Start with simple and understandable English audio recordings that match your level. This could be vocabulary lists of words you want to learn, short English dialogues, or a relaxing English podcast with the slow, clear speech. Avoid content that's too difficult or fast. Your goal is for your brain to process the words easily. You can also make your own recordings. Speak the words or sentences you want to learn slowly and clearly. Then listen to them while you sleep. This allows you to reinforce the words in your own voice and at your own pace. 2. Repair your environment. Make sure your room is quiet and comfortable for sleeping. Too much noise or light can make it harder for your brain to focus on the English you want to learn. Use headphones or a speaker to play your audio, but keep the volume very low. You don't need to hear everything perfectly. Your brain will still pick up some words even if the sound is very soft. Sleep-friendly headphones, like sleep bands, are ideal for this method. Our aim is to appeal to the subconscious, not to stay awake. 3. Timing is important. When should you start your English audio? It's best to start it just before you fall asleep. You can set the audio to play for about 30 minutes or even an hour. During this time, your brain will start to relax and enter deep sleep, ready to absorb the sounds and words. If you listen longer, the audio will continue to play in the background as you sleep, helping your brain work on the new words and phrases you've been hearing. This is especially effective for supporting the brain's consolidation process throughout the night. 4. Consistency is key. The most important thing to remember is consistency. Just like learning English during the day, sleep learning takes time. If you want to see results, try listening to English every night. The more you do it, the better your brain will get at remembering and understanding the words. But remember, don't expect to become fluent right away. Progress will be slow but steady. This is a marathon, not a sprint. 5. Create a relaxing routine. You can also use this sleep learning method as part of a relaxing bedtime routine. Start by listening to calming music or a peaceful English story. When you're ready to sleep, turn on your English audio. Avoid looking at your phone or screens right before bed. Screen light can make it harder to sleep and reduce your sleep quality. This routine will not only help you improve your English, but also lead to better quality sleep. While sleep learning is a helpful tool, there are some things you shouldn't expect to happen immediately or at all. Realistic expectations help you maintain your motivation. 1. You won't become fluent overnight. It won't make you fluent in English overnight. Learning a language takes time and practice. Sleep learning is a supporting tool that helps you remember vocabulary or improve listening skills, but it's not a magic shortcut to fluency. It helps lay the foundation. It doesn't build the entire structure. 2. You can't learn complex grammar. You can't learn complex grammar while sleeping. For instance, listening to English while you sleep won't teach you the difference between the past simple and present perfect tenses or complex sentence structures. Active learning, such as studying grammar rules and practicing speaking, is still necessary for that kind of progress. Sleep learning is not designed for in-depth grammar rules that require conscious and analytical thinking. 3. You can't rely on sleep learning alone. You can't rely solely on sleep to become good at English. It's best when combined with other methods like reading, speaking, and practicing during the day. Sleep learning should be a supplement, not your only method of study. Think of it as one tool in your language learning arsenal, not your only weapon. 4. It may not work the same for everyone. Some people might not feel like they're learning much during sleep, and that's okay. Everyone's brain is different. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away. The key is to keep trying and stay consistent with your learning. Remember that small steps turn into big progress. Before we finish today's episode, I want to give you some final tips to help you make the most of your sleep learning journey. And of course, some motivation to keep you going. 1. Be patient. The most important thing is to be patient. Remember that learning a language takes time. Sleep learning is a small but useful tool, so don't expect overnight results. Be kind to yourself and keep going, even if you don't notice big changes right away. Every improvement counts. 2. Be consistent. Consistency is key to success. Try to listen to English every night, even if it's just for 20 or 30 minutes. The more you do it, the more your brain will get used to the sounds and words, and the better your results will be over time. Regular, small efforts are more valuable than irregular big ones. 3. Combine sleep learning with active practice. While sleep learning is great, don't forget to practice actively during the day. Speak English, read books, write sentences, and watch videos in English. Use your waking hours to actively practice what you've learned while you sleep. These two methods will feed each other. 4. Believe in small progress. Every little bit counts. Even if you only learn a few new words or understand a little more English each day, that's progress. Celebrate the small victories, because they all add up to big results over time. This is the best way to keep your motivation high. 5. Stay motivated. And finally, stay motivated. Learning English is a journey, and it's okay if it takes time. Believe in yourself and trust that you are getting better every single day. You're doing great. So, keep listening to English, keep practicing, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Which part of this video helped you the most? I'm truly curious. Feel free to share your thoughts or your experience in the comments. If you found this video useful, leave a like. It might help someone else too. And if you're not subscribed yet, join the Daily English Dose channel and learn something new every day. Remember, consistent listening, confident speaking,